What a wonderful day!
What a
Oh my God.
wonderful day! Shit.
That was probably my favorite
Yeah,
little
hands
little thing.
down. Oh man.
I had so much fun.
Oh man, because it's like that, and like for whatever reason, when he's like talking about evolution
Oh yeah, right when he says it like that. Are you
Evolution.
familiar with the concept
with
of
terms of
evolution?
evolution.
He tried a little too hard with that one.
No, that was perfect. I love it. That was great.
Right?
Could not have done that any other way.
Evolution.
Evolution.
Apes
It's like-
will learn. I will learn.
Learn.
Uh,
It's like I know evolution takes many years, much longer than
But I do not have time for that.
right.
I'm but a mortal ape.
Oh man.
But anyway, the movie's a little trash. 0 out of 10. No, I'm just kidding. That was fine. It was right. I just loved it.
Yeah. It turned out pretty solid.
my only gripe
Yeah.
is
Which speaking of spoilers, people, just in case.
yeah, spoilers,
You know,
yes,
because
because
we're
you
talking
all
about
Spoilers.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes here. So
Yeah, right,
just a
'cause
little
you-
spoiler warning.
It's you,
It's been over a week.
in case you ignorant wretches haven't seen it yet. Yeah. So my one gripe was that okay. So there's just this small population of humans that didn't lose their intelligence. They just like either were properly immune to it or just avoided it somehow. I was a little disappointed by that. I was more so hoping they go the angle of okay, no, they're just like gradually getting their intelligence back, not just like oh no, they were just like a bunch of them living in a bunker somewhere that were protected from it. No, that was
Well, I think I don't know if they specifically said that she was living in a bunker.
Well, no. I just mean
Well-
like there's just a group of humans that like still have their like full
yeah,
cognitive
yep.
ability and everything, and they knew how life was before.
Right.
Like I mean, they obviously don't like tell like whether they were like living underground, or if they were like fully immune to the virus or whatnot. But they're just like, oh no, there's just this small group that were just like completely fine, still have their intelligence. Whereas I would have rather been like no, like just all the humans
Over
had no
time.
intelligence white, but then like you find like the main girl being like, oh, she's like the first sign of their intelligence starting to come back. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, on the one hand I get that, but on the other hand, I was like, so they're talking about generations and like a lot of generations between that movie and like the last one.
Mhm.
So I'm sitting here thinking, well, maybe they developed an immunity as they were going through the generations.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. They don't specify, but it's like
Right.
considering like yeah, like especially during like the final shot of the movie, it's like okay, yeah, they got this like whole setup. They're like hooking up to the satellites and shit, and like apparently
that
there was
annoyed
like
me.
yeah, right.
That part did annoy me because I was like, there's no way that they would have been able to maintain those in secret when they're that big.
Right.
Like, sure,
Basically,
apes
like-
might not be everywhere, but
Right. It's like it's definitely a case where like apes were widespread enough where like they definitely, would have seen at least remnants of that. But of course, I guess when it comes down to it, you have to realize that some of the apes like definitely were of the sort where they just simply wanted to mind their own fucking business, So I guess like
right. We're
even if
Yeah.
they
like
did see
avoiding
that-
humans. Yeah.
Yeah, even if they did see that, maybe they just didn't care,
Mm-hmm.
true.
Because at least the apes knew humans existed.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I think it's they just weren't involved enough to the point where they recognized that some were actually indeed more intelligent than the, reverted humans. So they probably just
Mhm.
didn't give a shit, I guess. So I
Right.
feel like that might be part of it too, or it could be.
Yeah, because
anyway.
I mean, with Proxima Caesar himself, because like initially with the old dude that had Captain helping him like learn human history and whatnot. Because I think initially, like he attacked his group, but didn't realize that they were all intelligent, right?
Yeah.
Until he found the one survivor and took him in. But yeah, no, I just would have rather just like no, just fully wipe the slate clean, and then just have them like gradually start to get their intelligence back, and then like that kind of be the spark for like, oh, I need this one smart human that can like potentially though figure out all this human stuff for me, and then that's why like that'd be his like motivation for trying to capture
yeah,
what's her face,
basically.
right?
Yeah,
That's kind of what I was hoping for.
yeah.
May. It's like, oh no, we're just a generation of humans that like we still kept our intelligence. We've just been living underground, whatever, blah.
Right. Also, seeing as you're basically all set now, I have seen it. The fucking how they did Raka so dirty.
He did it.
Yeah, right. Just gonna wash them away. I'm
like actually wash them away.
right. Like,
I was
they just have like,
upset. Like you're really gonna give him this heroic moment, and then
Right.
just let him go down the like you didn't even get an update on that. Like
But you would think that they
at
may have like
least-
found him later down or something. Who knows? But like,
right.
gonna wash the shore. No one comes to, and like
right.
goes after Noah and all that to help him out and shit like that. But nope, just
Yep, they just
gone.
actually kill off Raka.
It's like,
I was very sad
Also,
about
as
that.
always, the gorilla dies.
it was super effective. Anyway.
As always, the token gorilla dies.
We have
Yeah,
two different
right.
versions of black in this movie. We have the orangutan.
Yeah,
Things
we have
in the
Raka
gorilla.
and the gorilla dude.
Gorillas either fucking sacrifice themselves or they're on the bad guy's side and get got.
Yeah, right. Like gorillas aren't allowed to survive more than like the entire movie in this series.
Right? It's like
I also found it really funny that what's his name had all of these chimps
Huh?
pulling at the door instead of his big ass gorillas.
Oh
like
yeah, proxy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
muscle power is different.
right.
What are you doing?
Right, like there's a bit of a power creep there that I feel like he could have utilized. Because like apparently,
Bit,
you know, there
little.
certainly was enough gorillas in the colony, like to do that.
You're
Right.
right. I mean,
Even if they couldn't
just,
actually pull it open,
Right.
I
like,
mean,
you
even
would
if they
think
didn't
would-
have all the gorillas too, I think they still weren't
it
getting that
just
door
would have made
open.
a little more sense to use them.
Yeah, right.
right because they had the actual muscle mass for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That was my biggest thing. Like, what are you doing?
Pull!
Oh! It's like maybe stronger tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Speak his words.
Birds.
Apes together, strong. And then the way they did the final fight though was actually definitely different from how they've usually done a lot of the stuff in the Ape series so far. But I wasn't complaining either. It was actually cool because it showed a big part
Yeah, I
of like
did
the
like
Eagle
that.
Clan's culture. So I felt
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
sure.
felt like it was really fitting to do, in my
Mhm.
opinion.
And
Like,
it also definitely helped usher in his like new era.
yeah, as
of
like
leadership.
yeah, basically
Right,
they're
right.
taking over from his father's, placement.
Mm-hmm. Master of Eagles.
Right. Yeah, just, taking over as was it like Sun Eagle, I think? Or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Or,
sure it's
or
Sun
Eagle Sun, yeah.
Yeah, Eagle Sun, like one of the two. But yeah. It's like yeah, it's then taking over his ownership and stuff, finally coming to terms with him.
Yeah, right.
After that like long rivalry.
It's like, have you
That
come
was
to
funny.
taunt me? Have you come to
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was
I
overall
still don't like the
solid
human.
movie.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah,
look forward
no.
to see where they go with it next.
I
Yeah,
was
it's just-
upset with May's ending. Like, bitch, what did you think we were doing?
They couldn't let the human weapons fall into Proximus's hands.
Right.
No, not that part. The part
What?
where she went back to his colony
Yeah,
to say
and, like,
goodbye,
about
and then
to
was
cap his
holding a
ass.
gun. Like, what the fuck?
I get it. I get it at the same time. Like, yeah, it's frustrating, but at the same time, I get it. It's like, again, she's grown up in a world where, like, again, apes are the enemy, and like
Right.
99% of them have proven that fact to her. So
Yeah, although you would also kind of think that like her friendship with Noah and him going out of his way to do all that for her would at least get him a little benefit there, but like
yeah, right.
Right.
but
That's what I was most pissed
in doing
about.
such, I feel like almost like the reason she went to went there with a gun though was for an entirely different reason, probably.
Maybe
Than what we'd think. Like
Uh-huh.
kind of like more just like a case of not that like she just sees apes as the enemy in general, but like this time around, she went there with the gun because she was ready to get rid of him because he was associated and stuff and knew what she was after now and stuff. Knew too much.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, 'cause
maybe.
I feel like that
yeah.
might have been part of why she used, had the gun and stuff, but who
Mhm.
knows, Like,
But like he expressed multiple times that he didn't want anything to do with
right, and
Yeah,
all
but
the
I just
rest
want
of
to
the
get these people
humans.
back.
yeah, it's just the way that like also it's the way that she just didn't use it too after he explained he told her that he's they're trying to rebuild and live their life.
Right.
Because like so it almost kind of clues to the idea that maybe she was ready to get rid of him based on the fact he knew too much if he decided to be a threat to the people or something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I couldn't help but chuckle. So like, no, back when they
Yeah.
like finally get the bunker doors open, when she pulls the gun out, get like, get back, and everything. And like Proximus is like hiding behind all the other apes. It's like, oh, you're free, mate. You couldn't go, but tell me, are there more of those inside?
Yeah, right.
Just full on like kid at Christmas, like a kid, like fat kid in the cave.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
are there more of those? Please tell me there's more.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to see
Yeah.
what he would have done with tanks and
Yeah,
automatic weapons. And I mean, sure, they were primitive enough that he didn't know what evolution was. But like, I don't know. That would have been scary.
Right. And I want to know what Noah's going on the journey for, where he's going.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he's clearly going somewhere.
Oh, probably. I mean, I would assume to like continue Raka's work on the proper teachings of Caesar.
Maybe.
Perhaps. Oh, and I mean, I can't think of any other
But
reason
he
why he'd leave.
he gave the symbol to May.
I mean, yeah, as a little keepsake to remember her by, but I mean, I still feel like that wouldn't stop him from going out to learning more of the truth about the world. Yeah, that's probably just like you want to learn more about the truth of the world in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since like it's very clear, like from how it is that he's had very limited like exposure to everything in the world.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if maybe he's doing that so he can become a better chief too, or
Possibly.
whatnot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like so he can better lead his people after like seeing more of what there is out there beyond his own clan.
Right.
Also, I need to know where they got the idea to tame eagles in the first place.
Falcons I could have seen. Eagles was a little bit of a stretch.
Well, I mean, they're not no frail, squishy humans like us, so I feel like they do a fair bit better raising eagles than we would.
I mean, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, eagles you don't normally see as something tameable. In the same way.
I know they still do in I guess the descendants of the Mongols today, I think, still do it. Still practice it every now and again. Yeah.
It's like
I know they do
Mongolians
falconry.
Well, they use golden eagles to hunt wolves.
Yeah, like
Do
full
they?
golden eagles. Yeah, yes,
yep.
yes, it's
Okay.
awesome.
So
It's fantastic.
golden eagles are very much still a viable species. It's just more like based on the area. We in the U.S. use falcons just because they're the most convenient thing, and I mean we don't exactly have a lot of golden eagles around, so.
Right.
We barely have bald eagles. And
Yeah, right. Yeah, they only like come through like a shred of the U.S., like usually around the east. But
Yeah.
and then I know golden
Yeah,
eagles. I'm pretty sure they do exist in California to some degree. I thought anyway.
They probably do. California would be the place.
But yeah, no, yeah, we're just like this. Just numbers wise, we just have far more falcons here than many other birds of prey.
Yeah. Distinct to California's Alameda County. Okay, yeah. So they do live in California, so like it makes sense that they would have golden eagles and like but yeah, it's because they are powerful hunters and stuff. So I guess that would definitely make sense as to why they chose those ones. I want to wonder where they got the idea.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like what ape suddenly like raided an eagle nest and then like decided to like raise the eagle
Raise
instead
it.
of eat it.
Like or maybe like a surviving ape from like in a zoo saw like the zookeepers like
Right.
handling eagles
Holding
or
them.
falcons and
Yeah,
whatnot.
and then kind of like brought it
Like,
into
ooh, let try. Let me try.
Right? Right, especially when they had like all the advanced stuff of like actual falconry, like the hoods,
Right.
the jesses, they even did like
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
like bait on a string thing
Mm-hmm.
for
Oh,
training.
they were training them.
Yeah, yep. So it's definitely it was interesting to see that kind of thing though, and like see that there's other cultures that had developed throughout the years in that throughout the universe or in universe.
Right.
I like that. So I want to see more expansion on that in the next movie, which I'm really hoping that's what Noah's journey is going to bring us through.
Yeah, because
I will
it'll
say-
be
An
because
expansion
it wouldn't surprise
on,
me.
cultures as the apes.
Yeah, because it wouldn't surprise me if we find like other ape clans are like, oh, this is a clan that no tamed wolves or dogs or whatnot, or
Yeah,
this
right.
Yeah, 100%. I could see wolves.
'Cause,
is the.
100%.
already ride horses. We got the got the eagles, of course. So surely the Eagle Clan isn't the only clan that has animal culture involved.
Right.
Fucking gorilla clan like tamed full on grizzly bears.
Yeah, right. They have warhammers and stuff.
Yeah, right.
They're basically the larger version of dwarves.
Yeah, right.
They're just
Yeah,
taller
the
dwarves.
blacksmiths of the ape world.
Right.
They're just taller dwarves. It's
Yeah.
fine.
The gorilla blacksmith city.
I did love when May killed the other human. I was sat there and I was like, throw him in the water, throw him in the water, throw him
Yeah,
in the
right.
water. And then they
Toss
threw him
him
in the
in.
water.
Yep.
I was like, just kill him and throw him in the water. Kill him and throw him in the
Yeah.
water. He's not going to let you go. And then they ended up
Yeah,
killing him and
right.
throwing him in the water.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, thank you. I feel so much better because he was an ass.
I mean, it still helped because they were still waiting for them outside the door, but
Right.
but,
Well, no.
but still good to have the foresight.
Right, basically. But also I'll say I know it was Noah's story, of course, but it still would have been nice to see a little more between his friends and him, because it was
Yeah.
very obvious
Yeah.
because they grew up together and they were obviously very close. So I would have liked to see more expansion on that relationship between them, because they very clearly were the kids who grew up together and everything.
Right.
So yeah, it would have been cool or more interesting to see more of that in effect and in play. So hopefully we get to see more of that later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because
definitely.
obviously he likes Suna, and then Anaya's the goofball of the group.
Mhm.
When he fucking faints in the beginning, just flops over. You
Or even
cannot
when they
make
were-
hard climb without Anaya.
Right, like that.
Yeah.
Or when they were going to the tunnel, the train tunnel.
Oh yeah, and he
yeah.
had to grab his grab
Yeah.
the
The
blanket.
blanket.
He started freaking out.
Yeah. That was probably my favorite Anaya moment. Like, you
Yeah.
fucking teenager.
Right. And it's so obvious that they're basically at that teenage stage, and it's so funny.
Mhm.
So I
Yep.
definitely I hope we get to see more of their relationship expand in the next one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like they would be a really interesting group to kind of follow.
Yeah, especially if they learn about other different
Right.
colonies.
Yeah,
I guess is the
basically.
best way to put it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just worried that I've seen it at the end of the movie,
Right.
the surviving humans managed to get into contact with more people,
Yeah.
out there somewhere in the world, and I'm hoping it just doesn't just devolve into War of the Planet of the Apes again.
Yeah, right. Like War of the Planet of the Apes 2.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because
It's like
I think I would like
potentially
more-
not in a frozen region this time.
basically. Yeah, I think personally I definitely would like more, a lot more in terms of, I guess, universe expansion and, exploration with
Mhm.
at least one of the following movies. Then
Right.
if it comes down to it, we can get back to another battle situation, but I want to see more of what they do with this universe, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Mark Wahlberg time traveling shenanigans.
Yeah, right? Oh
We
my
don't
no.
need it.
No, like super intelligent mutants with weapons of mass destruction living underground.
Yeah, right. I mean, they already got the living underground part with weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, right.
Just need the mutants.
Yeah, but they all died out and they lived underground, so it's fine.
All right.
Oh.
Oh.
So I am curious about how they died. Because you didn't see any bodies.
Right.
You just saw remnants of their lives.
Because I mean, it's possible they abandoned the facility,
Maybe.
or
I mean,
or
maybe.
they had to for some reason.
Yeah, there could have been something behind that, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
But they only had that one exit, and I don't know if they did that before.
I mean, it's the only extra exit we saw anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
true.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, so it's very much a kind of, waiting to see what happens here.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think, what could they, how could they, go about it next, but it would still be not just retreading old ground.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely one of those things I feel like it was just kind of like a wait and see moment, but like there's some
Yeah.
things I would like to see too. You
I
know?
mean, like obviously give us more Abe tries, but like
Yeah.
I'm just it's the fucking human element I'm worried about.
Yeah, because like it's one of those things where it's like they kind of left it a little vague this time, which I'm not like complaining about either.
Right.
But like at the same time, it means it's very open for things to kind of just go south and like kind of cause a dip in like the franchise as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
and not a good dip, you know, like.
Yeah. No, they gotta. There's only only one place they can go now, and it's the same thing with the MonsterVerse. Aliens.
Yeah, right. Basically.
Space chimps.
Yeah, right.
Of course.
Oh,
Look, we've already
man.
done that. They've already sent chimps to space. It's fine.
Yeah, right. That's gonna be like a whole plot point. It's like one of the ones they sent out like back in like what, like the 70s or 80s, like somehow survived and came back. Like somehow made it to like an alien civilization. Like they experimented on it, made him super intelligent, and gave him no advanced weaponry.
Right.
Comes back to enact his revenge for being thrown out and abandoned in space.
Right. Yeah. Needless to say, it's gotta. I don't want to see that wild insanity though. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, they definitely they'll keep it grounded like they have been.
Absolutely. Like so far, they've kept this version of the franchise really grounded in like stuff, and I feel like it would be good to kind of maintain consistency with that. No time travel or anything, you know, like.
Right.
We don't really need it. Like we've already technically been traveling just through generations versus
right, you know, and
through sci-fi
they've
meme.
been setting up a really good thing. So like I hope they kind of keep it, you know, more grounded in level of a franchise and series this round.
Yeah, because I guess they were going for fucking 9 movies apparently. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and you know, you got Avatar, you know, James Cameron Avatar going for what, like 6 total, or what do they want to go for?
Oh shit, I forget.
I know they have a third and a fourth in mind.
Right.
I forgot how many they want to go, but I believe there's like a statement he made where he knows he wants to extend to. I thought it was 6 or something, but at the very least, we know we're getting a third and a fourth.
I still haven't seen the second one of that.
They're going up to 5.
Oh,
They're going
really?
up to 5.
Okay.
They're going up to 5.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like 5's a valid number.
Yeah, scheduled for December 19th, 2031.
Jeez Louise.
If I die before then, I'll just rise from the grave to watch James Cameron's Avatar.
You're right.
Oh my god.
I mean, we're not here for the story, but the world building, holy shit, does he do it well?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh god, we'll have to show you that. I'll show you it anyway after MZ, I guess.
Okay.
Get to
Yeah,
see
absolutely.
the second one because holy shit, it's actually like it's really cool seeing the world expanded. So
Yeah, the world, the ecology, the fauna, it's all really, really well done, well put together, well thought out.
I think I've seen like clips, but I haven't seen the whole thing.
Yeah, the one of the most defining parts of the second movie was definitely the big whales they had.
Yes.
Like those were really cool. And it was interesting knowing they had their own culture and everything.
It's like see my worry is because no, there's another relationship between Spider and damn it, what's her name? Kiri.
Oh,
Kiri.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm worried we're gonna have a scene of him trying to climb up a 9-foot tall blue cat lady and then
trying to riz her up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just like, because I mean, like, while she's technically part human already, because like she was
right, yeah,
like Mary birth whatever from their what's it fucking I can't remember the actress's name.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver's character anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, because they have that whole relationship in the second movie, and it's just like. Be very careful, guys.
Right.
Don't make this weird.
Right.
I mean, they already made it weird when they turned the one guy into one of them originally.
Well, no, he's like that was full on
married.
transferring his consciousness to the new body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they definitely had kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they bioengineered their avatars, then they fusing them with human DNA. So I guess that helps them to make the whole mind transfer process more smooth and whatnot like that. And of course, no.
Yeah.
By the end of that first movie, he just transfers his entire conscience to that body, and his old body gets thrown away.
Which is just weird, but we'll roll with it.
Don't worry, you have fucking 9 foot tall, blue cat people.
Yep.
It's not the weirdest thing.
I didn't say it was the weirdest thing. I just said it was weird. I'm allowed to think it's weird, Nick.
No.
Yes.
Priorities.
I can prioritize multiple things.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, we'll have to see how all that goes.
I did like the introduction of like what humans were like by
Yeah.
the orangutan.
Oh, by Rocket, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like we took care of them. And I'm like, no.
Right, I love how
No.
yeah, like they were pets.
Yeah.
The part though where like he was like, we will name her Nova.
Nova. We named them all.
Nova.
I'm like,
I don't know why.
yeah, right. I love that. I love that part too. It's like I don't know why, but but like it's very clearly something that passed down through the cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
See, I wonder
Like,
if
that
there's
cracked
more
me
out
up.
there though who do remember Caesar's old teachings,
Right.
or even some who like descended from his original colony, even
Mm-hmm.
who
Yeah,
and
for
stuff
sure.
like that. Because like they made it out to seem almost like like how Rocco was like, I'm the last, I'm the last one, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's got to be more out there somewhere.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
you
yeah, 'cause
have
it wasn't
Caesar's
just-
original colony too.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, the problem is we don't know where exactly they settled.
Yeah.
Is
Because
the
like
issue?
they were clearly in some kind of like desert oasis kind of area in a way.
But they were all
Right.
in California.
Yeah, like it started in
So-
California. We don't know if they, because also we don't necessarily know how far they traveled. I mean, so we know it was like a few days away from what I recall, the trip from their original place.
Right.
So if that's the case, then it means since they had been probably led there, it likely means they're still in California, just probably like a different section of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess that's the big thing too is like so I feel like they're still in California then, or maybe just like a very close to the border of somewhere else. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah, I could see them being in the border of somewhere else.
Yeah, or maybe they just crossed over a border. Who knows? But I mean,
Mhm.
California does have that like deserty areas, so it wouldn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
be like unviable, I guess.
Yeah.
They have the most diverse, like,
ecosystems
environment.
out there.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, because like they started in the redwoods, and then I forget, were they still in the redwoods technically by war, or did they move? No, they did move, but
Yeah, no, they were still technically within, or
In the woods.
maybe
Yeah, they
maybe not as close to the city probably, but still in that
they were
general,
still kind of
like,
like in
wooded
a
area.
wooded area. It didn't look
Yeah.
over much like the redwoods, but it might have still been like a sector of it, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
so
like the
then-
very edges.
Yeah, and of course, so then they went to the snow, obviously. But yeah, so that oasis was like a few days travel. So yeah, it's definitely got to be in California somewhere still, because it's like
Mhm.
if you think about it, like a few days travel, like with horses and all that, and a lot of foot like that, probably meant that it was maybe like a few hours by a car for us humans,
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so yeah, it probably was still in Cali, I guess.
And so I know, like, they get snow in the northern part of Cali. I don't.
Yeah,
So I'm wondering if they went south
maybe.
and then south and then east.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
Because I feel like if you get more deserty, you're heading towards like Nevada
Yeah.
and the Southwest in general. So they
Right.
could have gone either straight east or they could have gone southeast. I feel
Yeah.
like that would be the direction they would go, considering they only know like the northern part of the state.
Right, especially when you consider that we know like the set. Oh, of course, Noah's clan has nothing to do with Caesar, of course. So
Right.
Right.
we at least know that he could have been somewhere else. But how, especially with considering how far spread the all the apes seem to be. But we at least know it. That definitely the story has maintained itself in Cali so far because obviously Golden Eagles. There's the coastal ape tribe, which Proximus ruled.
Right.
So that means they're still in California. So it's like kind of like
And I feel like-
yeah.
I feel like May went to Nevada because I feel like those satellites would be in like Area 51-esque area, like
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
because they were saying that they were in contact with people from Indiana.
Right. So
Like that was
yeah.
where the other voice was coming from.
Right. Which I mean, I guess depending on where they were able to contact, I guess it wouldn't mean too much in terms of where they are, but
No, but I'm just
it makes
saying
sense
like
that yeah. Good.
if that was the distance,
Yeah.
like if there was
right.
like a distance there, I can see that being more still set in the west, maybe southwest.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty
Hmm.
much. Yeah, so there's it's interesting too how they've been able to expand this much with only staying in one area basically.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah.
So I'm curious to see how they continue with that, and if they're gonna actually even like expand further out. Because like obviously we know how Bad Ape got his intelligence eventually.
Right.
And then apparently he was from a completely different zone, which I
Mhm.
assume still was in California, but like at least or wait no, where was he again? Because he came from a specific area that had
It was on the toy he had.
yeah.
Damn it.
Oh crap. Hold on. Bad Ape. Planet of the Apes. Yeah, right.
With the
Okay,
toy.
so, okay, hold on. Let's see. Should say where he came from.
I know it was a zoo. Was it the Pacific Northwest?
I thought so, or something. He did definitely come from a certain zoo. Oh yeah, Sierra Safari Zoo.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so that's Sierra Safari.
Nevada, Reno, Nevada.
Okay, so it does mean the yeah, so the the virus did spread enough, that far. So that does mean that they it's kind of like if they travel across states even, it would be interesting
Yeah.
to see how the other apes there have evolved and stuff too.
Right.
Like I think that would be really cool is like go out of California and over a few states or something,
Just to see like what their reactions were because they didn't
Yeah.
have a Caesar who was raised by
Right.
humans to be like humans are good
Right.
usually.
Yeah.
These are just assholes.
Right, and well, especially when you consider that, like, obviously Caesar wasn't the only ape who undoubtedly had good experience with humans, so it makes you wonder,
Mhm.
like, if maybe that passed down generationally in, like, another area,
Right.
of
Right.
the U.S., of the
Like from
continent.
another
Mhm.
zoo or
Yeah, like, let's say they went to, I don't know, like, the Midwest or something, there's a zoo ape there who also had good experience with humans that got the virus and, smartened up, and but then
Right.
then they also had a clan of apes that, they didn't know anything about Caesar, but still respected humans to some degree because it was
Right.
a talk thing, and that'd be interesting.
All the
Right.
all the East Coast apes vape.
Yeah, right.
oh my god.
The Colorado apes, like like hitting up the weed,
Getting high as fuck
Yeah, right.
all the time.
Uh,
Because what else are you gonna do?
yeah, because like I'm thinking about it now, because like it would be really interesting to see like, or let's say they a group of them try to settle in like the remains of New York City, and they like almost exclusively live like within like all the skyscrapers, and they have like they've managed to like build like these long like cables or bridges or whatever between the towers and or other buildings and shit like that, and they just kind of like maneuver around the city that way. That would be really neat to see.
Right, or
Yeah.
even better is
Metal Stone Jungle.
even better imagine like the Texas apes with like wearing the 10-gallon hats and like cowboy boots.
Oh my god.
Ooh, partner.
Oh no.
Ride bulls instead of horses.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
I mean, you can ride a cow. It works. Not comfortably, but it
not
works.
comfortably, and they not as much stamina, but
Right.
But they don't know any better.
the fucking let's see the Canada apes are at constant war with like the super boar like wild pigs out there.
Yeah, right. So like they very clearly showed it too, like going even across seas. I wonder if there's like Australian apes.
Oh my god.
Just imagine
I
Australian apes with
I would
boomerangs
love-
and kangaroos.
Yeah, that's sleds pulled by kangaroo.
Yeah, right. No,
I
they,
would love to see that.
you know how they like kind of like windsurfing, but they do it on land through the sands, and the kangaroos are pulling them.
Yeah.
See, clearly they need to hire us on to
Yeah, right.
conceptualize the Apes movies. Like, we would be great for this.
And,
We just
Andy
bounce off
Serkis,
each other.
Andy Serkis, give us a call. We're...
Please.
Yeah, right. We are here for hire. We can give you ideas. Let us pitch the Australian kangaroo with sand surfing apes. Like,
And the apes that ride bulls.
yeah, right. Ape rodeos.
Absolutely.
Like,
But I was
the apes
kinda-
in Texas to see like rodeos on TV, and then they decide to do it themselves.
I do like that they have a rule in the Eagle Clan, like you can't take the whole
Yeah, the
clutch.
whole
You can only
nest.
take.
Right, you have to leave at least
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
You have to
it was
leave
an
at least
interesting
one.
part of their culture, to see.
Yeah.
And also
Yeah, I
the
really
singing
like that.
part was interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really cool at the end.
Like, which one sings to you? Yeah, and then also how they actually, did the like Song of Their People to have the Eagles attack.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like, Squeaky!
Yeah, right. Bro, the way he fucking threw one to the ground, I'm like, how did that eagle
I know, I'm like,
survive?
oh god!
Like, he just
No!
not the eagle.
Eagle's more important than you.
Yeah, right.
Fucking drop that one.
Right? He fucking
Like,
power
please be
slammed
okay.
that eagle. Like, that thing shouldn't have survived, honestly.
Oh,
Oh, man.
oh,
However, we
fantastic,
have
dude.
reached our time, so
All right.
thank you
Well,
everyone for sticking around for Apes Talk.
yeah, right. I hope you enjoyed Apecast.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
essentially
right.
what this was. Ape fan cast.
Not with that ape cast.
No.
Not with that ape.
Hey, not with that ape.
Yeah.
It's like, not with that ooh-ah. No.
Yeah, right.
You know? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would watch that in a
One cannot
heartbeat though.
One cannot ooh without the ah.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
You're welcome. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Bye bye.
Well, everybody.